Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of Playing World of Tanks. I'm AJ, and today we'll be looking at a game that I had in my T34, which is the American Tier 8 premium tank. Now, contrary to popular belief, some tanks can be played in many ways. Some tanks can be played aggressively, some tanks can be played defensively. It kind of depends more often than not on what kind of matchups do you actually get. So looking at their lineup, I know that since they have not a very good heavy lineup, and considering we have some decent heavy tanks, I decided instead of playing as a sniper in the T34, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go and play in the town rather aggressively, and hopefully my team would be able to back me up. Now the 110 stops at the first corner, hoping to get some early shots, but people have grown slightly wiser to that strategy and don't actually come around the corner as much. Now what I do is I'm probably gonna go around the second corner and play a little bit more aggressively. The T71 scouting in the city, I don't understand why people take scouts into the city. You're not gonna see anything that people don't already expect. So over here I see the Tiger 2 coming sideways on, and it's rather an easy shot. He misses his shot on me. It just sails right over my head, and he gets taken out as well. Now I know there's a tank in the middle, and I know their team is not playing as aggressively to take advantage over there, and so I put a shot in the KV3 and then I back off, and the IS-6 in front of me does not actually punish me playing so aggressively. So what I'm gonna do, instead of trying to do it again, I'm actually gonna go all the way forward and make sure that I connect my second shot as well. I know the KV3 actually fired, so I don't have to be afraid. So over here I'm just gonna hide myself from the KV3 against the IS-6, and hopefully somebody takes out the KV3, but people, especially our AMX 5100, keeps on missing his shots, and he finally gets taken out. If he had aimed his shot a little more carefully, he would have basically taken out that KV3 without much problem. So I see whether I still have shots in the middle. I don't. The tank over there is hugging the inside. I know the IS-6's armor is not as good when facing tanks which have more than basically 200 plus millimeters of penetration. So I can basically shoot the IS-6 anywhere most of the time and get my damage done. So the IS-6 kind of realizes that this is a matchup that even with his good DPM he's not gonna win. I put a shot into the AMX, which is basically playing into city. Not a really smart choice from a scout, even though you have a really good gun. You can do a lot of damage. With an autoloader, you basically don't want to trade. You don't want to trade with the T34, who has 400 plus damage, and now I kind of realize, since I've been facing 3 tanks, I don't want to actually go out and start facing them and getting shot in the face. So I basically decide I'm gonna go back and try to do something else. But then I kind of decide, what, I'm not gonna just sit around. So I go back, and the MX 1390 does very well to track me twice, but backup arrives just in time to take him out. And now we have an object 416 and I-6. I'm trying to look around the corner, see what they're trying to do. I'm not really so sure, so I just back off a little, because they were the enemy team was trying to push into the middle, and I didn't know whether I had to, or whether I had anything to any way of actually helping them out. Both of the tanks fire and just track me. The AMX 5100 knows that they have fired, and so that he basically goes into and try to take out the I-6. I basically stop here so as to not get into his way. Now I know the only thing left is an object 416, so I'm using the AMX 1390 as somewhat of a cover, and then just crack him just in place, and the E25 decides to go ram the object 416. You basically should not try to ram anything in the E25. It's not something that's gonna work out well. And I try to snapshot the the SU, but unfortunately all that happens is bounce. Now the Yak Tiger is actually staring at me, so I'm trying to use the I-6 corpse in front of me to make sure that I don't get pinned by the Yak Tiger. And you know, I managed to put one more shot into him, and you know, that's about the life tank on the enemy team that gets taken out. And hopefully you guys enjoyed these videos, and I'll see you on the next episode.